These are some weird-ass changes. Overleveled monsters can now appear on light rain. Fascinating. I'll press check gift on an offered upgrade card to check what it does. Fair. Added elemental reactions to Rendy. Oh my god. Not Rendy. Yes, Rendy. I'm not actually starting yet. I just wanted to look at those. Give me another minute. Okay, now I'm starting. What's up, everybody? It's Endless Terror Tuesday. What do you mean, Endless Terror Tuesday? Weren't you gonna do more Shy Leela? Well, I was, but I've come to make an announcement. Shy Leela is a bitch-ass motherfucker. Where is it? I haven't uploaded this to YouTube yet. I also don't know if I want to do a proper post on commentary of it, but let me just show you a little something. Let's mute the game. And let's just watch this together, yeah? Let's see what happens. Go on, play. This previous death was kind of funny because I straight up didn't see the bullets that hit me because they got shot by like the last Aviark right as it was about to die. And here's the best part. On rewatch, when I was going through the recording, the first time I saw this, I still didn't see those bullets. I was like, what hit me? So you can kind of see my confusion here as I pause and unpause a few times. I mean, you probably know where this is going. But I want to show it off because I played it pretty well. This was attempt number 6 of the session. It was a 5-minute session. Unlike Molten Viral, where the session was like 15 minutes and 2 attempts. Yeah, I just barely get the reds and then get out of the way. Which was pretty sick. And one thing that happened throughout this run was that the positions of the purple Aviarks were just very nice. And made it very easy to deal with them. Like there, it goes right to the front. Lets me shoot it very easily. Get the green down there. And then Leela's about to spawn, so I hang out at the bottom. There, I shoot Leela with 1 stray bullet, which could be avoided. I deal with this, and now I already know. I still have 3 panics, like... This is gonna go pretty well. Shoot this one, and now I decide, okay, let's just panic this. Panic those new spawns. And then I can wait for this. Go up here, do all that. And look at that. Look how perfect that is. Just the right amount of Aviarks. And then... I think like right here, I realized that this is kind of perfect, right? Because this is not the correct green spawn. However, these reds right here are gonna go to the middle, then move up, and then exit to the right, because that's, you know, what that pattern does. And so as they're exiting to the right, you know, my plan is to panic warp and get them and some of the greens. And so that's what I go for. I panic here, I wait, and boom. And it's just barely enough. I get exactly 10 Avioks with the panic warp. And yeah, you can see it's exactly enough for the Sublime. So that was pretty cool. I did this on, I think it was yesterday. Maybe it was on Sunday. And I was pretty happy about it. Not gonna lie. So anyway, that was that. Now let's actually play the game. Play some Endless Terror and keep an eye on fortresses. I'm gonna go ahead and say this just right now. I've already kind of decided that I don't like the changes. And I don't think anything's gonna make me change my mind. But I do want to get a more nuanced opinion. One that is scuffed and you and meet is Amber. What's scuffed about her? I guess we can check that out later. Oh yeah, I should change my settings. I'm still C/C. Let's do A/F for feathers. Wait, that's E, not F. The phase transitions, what about them? Oh yeah, I was wondering about phases. Like, does it stop scrolling when you get to, like, you know, phase 2 of Guardian Soul or Blizzard Viral? A drop combo. I'm an asshat. They scroll faster for all of them? For Amber. Yeah, well, for Amber it makes sense, because phase 2 is still Fortress. I know that Amber scrolls faster. Like, it would have been weird for it to not work that way. Phase 2 doesn't scroll. Okay, that's nice, at least. I do think, at the very least, that this scrolling effect should also apply to polyps, because they play the same way, right? Against polyps, you also end up kind of tap moving with the direction of the scroll to stay in the safe spots. Years of Nick's muscle memory wasted? Well, yes. But also years of Ventra muscle memory wasted. Like, there's a reason I am against this proposed change. Because I don't see the immediate benefit, and I know that, you know, it'll throw out people's muscle memory, including my own. Have some more casual players sounded off on this? Because I can see how it might be beneficial to people who don't have the muscle memory of tapping to stay in safe spots. Casuals love it. Are you serious? Oh yes, I love not playing the game. I love taking my hands off the keyboard for 5 seconds as I wait for the next safe spot to develop. I feel like casuals... Like... These people who ostensibly love it, are they even managing to quickly identify safe spots? Because I feel like most new players can't do that. Also, and this is kind of a big deal, I think, it just adds another weird rule to fortress battles that someone's gonna need to quickly learn the first time they encounter one. And fortresses already have so many rules unique to them. So it seems like an even larger, you know, mental workload for the first time that you see a fortress. But maybe I'm wrong. Because like when I'm fighting Ventra and I find a safe spot and I try to stay in the safe spot, I spend a couple seconds there, right? And for the period of time that I'm in the safe spot, the only inputs I'm making is holding focus and tapping left. So now with the automatic scrolling movement, you just end up not having to make any inputs, which seems like a boring concept to me. Like, okay, tapping left isn't super interesting gameplay, of course. That one doesn't really matter. We'll see. I feel like I'm gonna find it annoying to just have to sit there and wait. Again, I don't see the benefit. Though, to be fair, I could say the same about a lot of the more recent changes. So I was thinking, you know at least a few shmups, right? What's the historic precedent on this? Have other games done this? Are there, you know, resources on how people have responded in the past? Because I can't think of any traditional shmup that has this self-scrolling movement. I'm thinking of like Gradius, which doesn't do that. I'm thinking of any vertical shmup, which those never push you down. You haven't played much of them? Fair enough. Since when does she have this breaking sound effect? Chat. When was Sandrum's breaking sound effect change? Your actual concern is the stick movement? I thought the casuals loved it. Doesn't 99% of the player base use stick? Since now. Should have been in the patch notes. SMH. It's so random. You said that the auto movement gets cancelled out when pressing right. Does it also get cancelled out while moving diagonally? I assume it does. Oh, heartbreak challenge. All Guardians got a fucked up sound effect. Oh, good. I could probably get the 24, right? Oh. Well, I can lose combo, that's not that bad. Diagonal counts. Okay. That's gonna feel extremely weird though. What if I'm pressing up, which results in like a up and slightly a left movement, and then I just want to tap right? Every right tap is gonna be like a huge jump. Or it's gonna feel like a huge jump. I assume. Probably shouldn't just assume these things. That was bad. Oh hey, I'm getting aggro. How fun. Oh, those are cool. I can't panic? That's fine. Probably true enough. I don't know what true enough means. Chat, what did they mean by this? Man, I can't wait to encounter these so-called fortresses. Shouldn't have too much true in your diet. My diet's been pretty fake lately. Don't use any panics. Oh god, these bullets move so slow. What's going on? Okay, chat. Can someone please explain to me what the void effect does on Molten? Do I want a furry? Yeah, sure. Like a pet or what are you offering? Kiwi with +1 speed? I mean, she's gonna die, so it's probably fine. How hard can we aggro her? Oh, well, that was pretty tame. It makes them slow and weak. Okay, keep talking. Damage reduction goes burr. Decreases her damage and split speed. I see. But it doesn't damage them at all? Beyond the usual void weakness? Doesn't, huh? Fascinating. Don't any panic attacks. Break 6 parts. Hey, where's my overlaps, eh? Okay, 2 cycle Leela incoming. Yeah, we'll fight Ventra. Don't you worry your little head. Okay, this is not a 2 cycle. Oh, good. You got Nix, but you were 1 polyp off? Wait, 1 polyp off of what? Of 8 sublimes, huh? How does that happen? It's just a full heal or a troll. Got 4 panics, I guess that's good. Subpar phase 1? Yeah, how does that happen? Shouldn't you have reset then? I would have. Probably. I guess not always. Yeah, but you... Notice how a lot of the time I end up kind of tap moving left here? I really think that if the new mechanic sticks, it should be added into Polyps fights as well. Seems very weird that they're exempt. Because like the specific gameplay pattern that's supposed to be addressed, I guess, also exists here. I'm not fighting Vetra yet. We'll do that later. Huh. Pretty fast. Yeah? Okay, absorb your child. Saturn devouring his son, but they're both anime girls. Wait, what was that? A don't get hurt once? It was. Fun. Wait, what was that? What just happened? There was a sound effect there. Fan art of Monokai being a mom to her children. Yeah. Ooh, break 9. Well, shit. I feel like that's not gonna happen, because they always fail to break 9. But we can probably still get gold, so... Let's go for it. And just not use charge shots, I guess? Chat, can you tell me when the things start to break? Ugh. Nice! Okay, got it. Three panics. Gold score. What? That should not have hit me. You shit of peace. Okay. Still get the gold. Because I'm built different. Getting hit once is usually still fine for gold. Okay. Oh god, am I just gonna do Rage Celestia now? Because she's only gonna get worse. Sure. At least I don't need to care that much about getting hit here. What? Okay, it's fine. Like I said, this is fine. I filed away some documents today, chat. I thought about returning my videotapes as well, but then I was like, eh, that can wait. Camry, eh? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Didn't even get hit. Five panics, 4 panics, 3 panics, 6 panics. Danger bubbles? Danger bubbles, you say? Eh. I mean, even if I get hit a couple times, yeah, I'm just gonna heal it all back next cycle. So this is fine. That bubble is not gonna reach me before the end of phase 1. Oh, but they stay. Fair enough. Oh. Ah, good. Ugh. That phase 5 is so mean. Don't get her once, easy. I disagree. Time to hold R. Look, I know we still haven't seen a single fortress, but think about it. In order to get, like, a representative reaction, it needs to actually be at, you know, a speed that affects me. Fuck. Fuck. Don't really matter that much in a mode where you don't care about score. Yes. I agree. Oh, it's really cool how I almost failed the challenge. Which is my part of me wants to say that, like, it's a skill issue of the people who, you know, struggle with fortresses now. Gold score? Easy. I think I'm gonna stay back here. That worked. And you know what I said about it being, you know, an extra mental load for people encountering fortresses for the first time? That's something that we can't get data on. Like, how are we gonna ask people who have never seen a fortress before if they prefer it this way or that way? It's weird. Like, ultimately, this whole thing is just a question of which way does virals prefer it to be, and it doesn't really have anything to do with what the players prefer. Which is, you know, pretty much every change in this game. And that's okay. Help. This is not okay. It was made exactly to relieve that load. Wait, what? By adding a new rule? By adding an extra dimension to your movement? Doesn't make any sense. Then what's the point of the fortress? I thought the entire point of the fortress was to be like a unique way of, you know, interacting with the monster. I thought it was supposed to be different. Why is he now going, oh, let's actually change things so that fortresses aren't different anymore? Like, wasn't the scrolling supposed to be the big difference? I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not understand the motivation behind this change. I feel like I've made that clear already. I don't think it improves anything. And it's just gonna be annoying for people who are used to the old mechanics and now need to update their muscle memory. So obviously, I'm gonna dislike it, because my muscle memory will be affected. The trout population will be affected. Do we panic this, chat? Nah, we're fine. What? Wait, what is that laser? Chat, what is that laser? Huh? Huh? What? What do you mean, which one? The one at the top left that didn't have a source and didn't disappear. What do you mean, which one? Can now stop and kill a turret or another part without accidentally ramming into that part. Yeah, but the accidentally ramming into... That's the point of the fortress, that the stuff scrolls and you have to account for the scroll. Right? I thought that was the whole point of the class of monsters. I don't know. Which one? How about you watch the fucking stream? Okay. Real quick, that start goes hard. I love the updated, like, visuals to the starting room. The scuffed laser happened after you yelled about it? What are you talking about? You might want to refresh your window, An. If your audio's that desynchronized. No, the laser was on screen for like several seconds before I even noticed it. Or before, you know, I had the time to notice that it was missing a source. Oh, that, ugly. Ah! Oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, okay, so the... Oh my god. The like, focus movement? No, this sucks. This sucks. This is unplayable. It doesn't just go against Fortress muscle memory, it goes against the muscle memory of the entire game. Is this because of the frame rate fix? Wait, what? What, the laser? That'd be hilarious. Jeez, I guess, you know, I have to at least fight every fortress once before making a final judgment, but... God, I hated that. I feel especially horrible for me since I like focus. Yes, I do like to try to dodge. Look, I know y'all have told me that I'm good at fortresses. If this becomes a permanent change, then that will no longer be true because, you know, my one skill of accurately tap moving to maintain a certain speed is, you know, I'm not gonna be able to leverage that anymore. Like, I know I'm good at that. I've done some weird fucking dodges against, like, Viral Quartet Phase 5, where you have, like, the wall of burn bullets and I go right through the middle of it. I mean, I'm glad I'm done with all the fortresses in Ultra Quick Play. I don't know if I should be panicking yet. A little early. Oh, good. Yeah. The Insidious 11 Chrome GS? Well, no. I was also wondering, chat, does the auto movement force you into a boundless warp? Don't use any panic attacks. I hate it. Why would you do this? That's gonna suck ass. I'm just gonna lower level, you know? That seems like a good idea. Good. It does force you? Wow, that's even worse then. So you're telling me that if I'm playing Endless Stress and I have, like, a shield, I have an umbrella, I can't even sit in the umbrella, I have to now tap move right to not get forcibly warped? That sucks ass. I assume the shields don't protect you from the forced movement. Oh, good. Why did I do that? I forgot. I completely did not realize I had a no panic challenge. I fucking hate it here. Well, good thing I panicked, otherwise I would have died, but... Oh, I hate Endless Terror. Oh my god. All damage up is 106? That's terrible. That is not a good number. It only starts when you start the fight and not the pre-fight cutscene. Yeah, that's also a little weird, isn't it? Wrathful Limbo. What the fuck is that gonna do? No, I want to lower level again, but I would like to also have some panics, so... I guess it's Tox Polyps time. Yikes. Bubble. What do you mean bubble? What? Bubble? Yeah, I got any bubbles? You know what? I rescind my statement about wanting the effect to be extended to polyps. Please don't extend the effect to polyps. Please keep it confined to as few battles as possible. Wrathful Image has a huge bubble that's slightly different between phases. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that, actually. Whoops. That would have killed me. Idiot. Wait, do I have... Oh shit, I gotta turn on low quality mode. Or do I... Wait, do I have that? No, I have it on. Well, why are we getting lag then? What the hell? Break 20 with some really scuffed over levels. I guess having higher fear does make breaking many parts easier. Ah, good. Chat, what you doing? Can you, like, let me break those, please? No? Okay. Why? Why? Literally why? I'm dead. I'm going to die here. And I'm failing the challenge, because of course I am. Okay, never mind. This run is terrible. This run sucks ass. Oh. Oh, these move fast, don't they? Oh, why are her bullets so fast? Why are we going so fucking fast? Y'all seen that video? It's such a funny video. It's funny every time. It's so funny it makes me want to play without looking. Dodge without looking? I guess I do that, kind of. Whenever I read chat. Love without looking. Don't use any panic attacks. Okay, I'll remember this time. Oh, I don't even need to break stuff. Oh, nice. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Hey, watch where you're pointing at. Oh, hello. Gold score 12 parts shouldn't be that hard. Probably gonna panic phase 1 at least. Maybe use like one panic in phase 2 to get some extra breaks. So again, I think gold score should be fine even while getting hit. In fact, yeah, the bigger problem is going to be the helper damage. Oh god, yeah, this is a huge problem. What the fuck is happening? I can't get the challenge at all. Wow, that sucked. That was fucking impossible. The blue helpers suck. This shit is so ass. It's fine, we get the overlove. We're at 160 now. Alright, lower level equals better. Don't kill me. Jump, please. Can you jump, please? I'm not risking the combo challenge on that. Oh, good. I haven't had to dodge that in so long. Yeah, sure. Where are my panics? Where are my panics? Okay, I guess it's Nick's time. Ow. Fuck. I was worried about the combo challenge there. That's why I kind of panicked preemptively. One panic for fighting Shyla and raising level. Oh, I'm gonna bully Roundsaw and probably get aggro from her because she's... Yep. Yeah. Please be gentle. Oh hey, that's the same sound effect. Okay, she was gentle. Hi, Snowball. Don't get hurt once. Can do. Yeah, okay, fine, I'll panic. Whatever. Too close. Okay. Ventra time, 70% comp. Oh god. This is gonna suck so much. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck a lot. At least I can blow up the turrets. Oh god. It just feels so weird. Wait, what? Oh. Right. You know, I didn't consider that. Hey, chat. Can we petition to have the challenge requirement adjusted? 70% is too much. 70% is too much for any battle. Now we actually can reset. Plus 160. Cycle 8. It's kind of dog shit, but we keep fighting. Yeah? What was she cooking? Why did she just sit there? Do rage boiler spawns not get defused? I thought they got defused when you voided them. Or is it because the blue helpers don't only shoot void? Don't use any panic attacks? Okay. Can do that. Oh, good. You know, I thought I'd dodge that. Oh, yeah? Okay. Radiant goes burr. I guess I want to heal at this point. Screen flipped vertically. Don't use any panic attacks, it's pretty bad. Oh god. This is 25%? That sucks. I mean, the full heal is nice. Ugh, plus 11 speed. Oh, I'm gonna get a one shot. If I fight this, I already know. I guess we fight Volt and we just panic stuff. +7 speed is really awkward for phase 2 though. Because there's not the backwards pattern. Hmm. 25% heal. I mean, the full heal sure is nice. Yeah, I guess. I do not care about your combo. About my combo, I guess. I feel so slow. Is this character like wicked slow or something? Or am I just high? Am I paranoid or am I just stoned? Nice. That was clean. Alright. Didn't even need to use a panic. I still think this run is like completely hopeless, but at least we can keep playing. 28. 28. Oh, good. Hell! Why do you do that? Oh, really? I was hoping to get all 3 of them. You're fucking kidding me. How? How? I like exclusively shot the breakables. That is some bullshit. Wow. That is unbelievable. Oh, everything's in slow motion. Okay, I didn't need to panic there, but... This feels like a bad dream. Why do the bullets move so slow, chat? What's happening? Laser. Man, I'm really good at recognizing the laser now. Ugh, this run is so ass. Oh no. Don't use any panic attacks. Alright. Oh, right. I was like, huh? What hit me there? I got forcibly backed up into a thing. God, this sucks so much. And look at that. How am I supposed to move through that efficiently? It sucks. Oh, I hate this fucking mode. Good. Okay, you know what? Honestly, I've done everything I wanted to. I showed off the Shyla fight. I complained about the change to fortresses, and I lost an endless run. I guess next thing to do is to check out Amber. I don't know, this one can survive. It's really cursed if you're devil now. Oh yeah, Boundless really does suck. It's just so bad. Does anyone actually get hit less with this? Or are the people who say they like this still getting hit just as much? It seems a little more likely. That's so bad. That's so bad, though. How are you supposed to do precise movement? Literally, how are you supposed to do precise movement with this? I would like to point out that you actually still need to, you know, tap move in order to maneuver. It's just that instead of tapping left, you tap right to like inch your way forward through a corridor like this without compromising your position, because, you know, typically in fortress battles, you try to stick to the right-hand side of the arena, so you can kind of get past an obstacle as fast as possible and then not have to worry about it anymore. At least that's how I play, and how I would recommend you play. So that when you know, encounter something that's particularly difficult, you can kind of back up and give yourself more time to, you know, solve the situation. Yeah, this is like especially bad for the devil. So in my opinion, moving toward the left always is gonna put you in like a worse position. The further left you are, the weaker your position is. This is like disadvantage state in a fighting game. When you're on the far left side of the screen, you're at a huge disadvantage. And so, you know, keeping your position manageable is a big part of how to fight fortresses, right? In my opinion. And this change actively works against that. Well, okay, maybe it doesn't actively work against it, but the fact that you still need to move to the right means that you still end up having to tap move just as much as before if you actually want to, you know, play well and have long-term success. I don't know, it really feels like it feels like this change fails at the one thing that it's supposed to, you know, accomplish. And okay, I can see how maybe it's slightly better for new players who, you know, who end up having stuff scrolled into them, but it comes at the cost of making the entire class of battles way worse at a higher level of gameplay. Like, this is just so much worse to play. Make it more if it only affected you if you're completely static. Well, no, that's a bad idea. That wouldn't make any sense. Like, why would pressing up make you not go left anymore? I think this is just a really bad idea that should not be, you know, become the standard. Obviously, I'm not going to stop playing the game if it gets implemented. But I think it makes fortresses way harder at a high level of gameplay, but for all the wrong reasons. But it feels like a burdened bounty without it messes with the player. Because it completely works. I thought that it was just going to work against fortress muscle memory, but it's really just coming off of any other battle, especially if it's something like a Polyps fight or like Vibrant Viral, which natively have scrolling elements. And like if you look at Polyps fights, the bullets that the spawns shoot in phase 1 are already affected by the scroll. So it creates an even bigger inconsistency between that and the fortresses. Because for fortresses, obviously the enemy bullets are affected by the scroll and now the player is. But then for Polyps, it's only the bullets? Static state would be like a press cruise control? But why though? But like that's bad. That's literally worse because then you still need to tap move in order to like move right and maintain your, you know, your lateral position. When I play fortresses, there are many positions where I stand still and let the level scroll past me. Like, that is a common play pattern. So you're just replacing having to tap left in order to move with the fortress and standing still to let the fortress move past you with standing still to move with the fortress and tapping right to move forward. And I I think it's worse. I think this change makes it worse. Because, like, tapping left in a somewhat precise way while everything else is basically static and you don't have to react to stuff because you're just trying to stay in place is kind of simple. But having to tap right while watching out for everything that's happening and figuring out new positions as you go, that's like an extra level of difficulty. Now you could just micro spam AD. Well, under the old rules, I could just tap one direction. What? With the button to toggle the cruise control? You can make a macro for that. That doesn't need to be in the game. But it's actually anti-cruise control. Right? The actual cruise control is standing still under the old rules and letting everything slowly move past you. That's the actual cruise control, where you don't do anything and you make progress, basically. Macros are not a good argument? Yeah, well, I think this... Again, I think this proposed mechanic is bad. And I don't think there's any way to salvage it either. So yeah, I feel very strongly about this. Like, I think that this change is as disruptive as a burdened bounty. But it's just a permanent thing on fortresses. Like, wasn't there a proposed burdened boundary that's like a wind effect that just pushes you in one direction all the time? That could be a cool effect as a burden effect, because it is so disruptive. This is weaker than wind. It is the same concept. It doesn't matter that it's not as fast or whatever. It is the same concept. And the concept of the forced movement is what makes it disruptive. Look, I don't think we need to talk about this anymore. I've kind of said my piece. I don't see how this improves anything. I think the situation, where it's ostensibly helpful just gets offset by a different situation where it's harmful. Actual wind on pulps, you can no longer cross the... Well, wind... No, the windy effect would also probably have this, clause where it doesn't apply when you move directly against it, right? Like, the windy burden would just be this. It would just be this effect. Maybe slightly faster, but honestly, this is fast enough. Don't call the wind that doesn't impede forward movement wind. Then call it something else. I don't care about the name, I care about the effect. You are missing my point of, I think that this whole effect is so disruptive that it feels like a burden and feels like it should be a burden and shouldn't be an inherent part of these battles. Like, imagine if there was a monster that whenever you fight it, it puts your HUD on the other side. Imagine fighting Moss, but your HUD is mirrored. Because, you're on the right side and she's on the left. Well, have you said anything, An? Like, what I heard from you was that you want to be pushed back while standing still. And I disagree with that. Because I prefer to be able to actually stand still. Look, we don't need to talk about this anymore. I think this is a really bad concept of being able to get pushed back to be standing still isn't horrible. It should be somehow opted. Yeah, well, Virals has already said that he's not going to make it a setting. He's either adding this as a permanent thing or not. Standing still is opt-in because you just move in place? Under the old mechanics or under the new mechanics? You can just move in place. Okay, but would you rather have passive movement in one direction and have to press buttons in a specific way to not get affected? Under the everything is old, but when you stand still, you don't get affected. Wait, what? Yeah, under the old rules, you don't get affected by anything when you're standing still. You get affected by wind if you're still, but else you are under old rules. Okay, so let's compare these two hypotheticals. Let's say if you stand still, you get pushed to the left. Now, in order to let the fortress scroll past you, you need to, rapidly move back and forth. Or tap right. And you don't need to press anything in order to move with the fortress. Or up and down. Which fingers do you use for your arrow keys on? Because I have both up and down under control of the same finger. But the other hypothetical is that it's just the old rules where in order to move with the fortress, you need to tap to move in one direction. And in order to let the fortress move past you, you don't need to do anything. And these are two propositions where neither one of them is objectively better than the other. They're the same thing, just in two different directions. Need more precision to move in one direction? Yeah, but in both cases, you need to move in one direction in order to get something that, in the other case, you just stand still for. Neither one of these is objectively better because you have to do the same thing just in opposite directions. Like if... You know what I mean? To make this kick in after like a delay. No. No. Can we talk about things that are realistic? I'm not trying to come up with some elaborate new system where we can implement part of the new thing. Like, I'm trying to be realistic here. I don't think Virals should spend a bunch of time to try and make a weird middle ground for this. Like, I thought the whole point of this beta was to see how people react. That the whole thing gets scrapped? Well, I hope it does. Should we do some more ultra quick play? Next on the docket is Shy Momo. Randy, are you still here? Do you have the build? I don't remember if you ever sent it to me. Your main concern is that gameplay for the devil is scuffed? True. I feel like that's not that much of a concern because a large part of fortresses is charge shots anyway. Yeah, I guess specifically on Amber. It's a bit different. That is a very real problem, actually. You're right. Your internet is dying. Oh no. Your house burned down yesterday. What the fuck? What happened? Different apartment had a short circuit. Oh, yikes. Sizable fire? Oh, fuck. I'm glad you're okay. But he died, that's good. That fucking sucks. Every window's fine, there's one where the flames are literally escaping the window. Really do be looking like that. Yeah, a little while ago, I went down just a small rabbit hole about house fires. Mostly just to try and educate myself on like what to do in case of a fire and how fires spread. And I ended up watching some videos of flashover demonstrations. And it was fascinating to see how it really goes from there being like a small fire in one corner to everything in the room being on fire in like instantaneously. Because the like heat spreads in the air and shit. It's really fascinating and kind of terrifying to see. Did the instant thing when the door was opened? Huh. Oh good, it's Alter Heart. That's fun. I didn't press shift this time, chat, are you proud of me? Triple flower, thorns, blood flow, paper cut, and then back. Icy? Heart tank? Oh god, why? Determination heart tank. Is that really necessary? Heart tank. Love paint. And then it's warmth and sparky. Okay. Oh, hey, 4 flex slots. That's pretty good. Add at least 1 fire rate gift. What's, wait a minute. Wait, why is it Alter Heart? Do we use toxic shots? Am I supposed to be in focus for this? Oh. Okay. Oh, why? Okay, let's just save this. That's... There's gotta be... Is there really no other way to do this? Like... That's so bad. Like, you want me to deal with split hearts? Toxic gifts are all scuffed? Well then don't use toxic at all. Why can't we just put on elation and use zap shots? Oh, it's out of... Oh, right. Okay. That's... So you want me to unbind focus? Okay. I guess that's less bad. You can still kind of move and focus, just don't shoot in it. I got some bad news for you. The shots happen automatically. I don't have to press a button for that to happen. Oh god. And okay. Sure, this is the build. Talk to me. Tell me some things about this fight. More than 10 fire rate preferably. Interesting. Brake pedal is in 3 shots and core is in 7. Okay. What's our rate right now? 9.7. Pretty good, I guess. And what about Momo's pedals? Is there a specific way I should be shooting those? No focus sucks though, because I was gonna excitedly add double time and quick might, because movement speed's really good against Chomo. Well, I guess, I guess I don't want to randomly fire anyway. Oh god. I guess I could use focus to line myself up and then do the... Oh, that sucks though. That sucks because there's the aimed petals. I'm gonna throw up. This sucks. I guess I'll first try it without focusing at all, and then I can try doing some bullshit with like holding a charge and then getting into position with focus and then just standing still and charge canceling and see how that works. Oh god. It sounds like that would work better, but it also requires more bullshit. Can we do Big Sister? Is that like reasonable? How much damage does shit deal? +7. Maybe we can do some stuff with Big Sis. And then like Love Note. It's either that or like Love Note, Double Time, Little Sister. Oh. No, not self-portrait. Big Sister, Love Note. Can I not unbind this? Chat, how do I unbind a key? Is it with... No. Guess I'll just set it to something random, like Y. As if anyone would ever use Y for anything. Bind it to F12. You should have told me to bind it to like Alt F4 or some shit. Kind of impractical, but you know. Oh, I also need to... I do need to do C/C, don't I? Here we go. Oh, actually, you know, they kind of get deleted. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, I broke 2 pedals there. That was bad. I can't even target that. Like, what do I do here? What do I do? That's a vine on... So, what's like the goal here? The vague outlook for this fight? Oh, good. Worm is worm? A worm? Wait, how did I break 2 there? What's the goal? What do I need to do to get however many sublimes from this? Talk to me, chat. I want to know. I want to know everything. What is everything there is to know in the world? Is there any reason why it's specifically the 10 fire rate? Like what exactly happens in 1 second that makes that important? You don't know everything? Well, tell me what you know then, jackass. Okay, this could become playable. Is there anything I should know about the Murder Blossoms? How well does a charge shot do against them? How well does anything do against them? Oh, hey, that worked. You actually complain about everything being basically obsolete? Well, no, it's not. It's not good in ultra quick play, but like still solid enough in story mode. We use it in stress. I would even go as far to say that it's good in stress. Paddle shooters stop attacking and... What? Paddle shooters stop attacking in 1 second. What? What do you mean they stop attacking in 1 second? Their attack duration is 1 second. Seems like it's a lot longer. You mean it's like 1 second per volley? Okay, actually, one charge shot being like perfect for a saw is sick. That's pretty nice. That makes this more playable already. Well. I can't stand there. Oh, come on. So what's like the expected... How do I say this? How precise do I need to be to get an acceptable result? Here, what else can you tell me, Randy? I feel like I know most things about how the spawns work. With like the left side, right side. When the vines and shit happens. Okay, well, you should not be assuming that. I still would like to know how precise I need to try and be. How am I always targeting the one that stops last. Well, that's bad, though, because I want to get them in one wave. So the thing I'm thinking about with regards to Big Sister is that I can let some number of, or, well, I can let like one golden bloom run off. And then like get hit once in phase 2 or something. Should I be trying hard to only break one petal per thing, or is it okay to break 2? What are the affordances of this build? What are the affordances of this car? Oh my god, car mentioned. Oh, what? Come on. I'm surprisingly fine without focus. Probably because this fight's mostly about macro. More so than micro. I shouldn't instantly reset. The start of the fight is more difficult than average. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with the build directly. Math how many sublimes you get based off on total 1 and 2 pedal breaks? Well, if it's not too much work, or, well, if you don't have these numbers on hand, I can do it myself. But, like, what I actually want to know is how many pedals I'm allowed to break to get a certain number of sublimes, not how many sublimes I get breaking a certain number of pedals. Oh yeah, what the fuck is this? But if you don't have numbers for that, that's fine. I'll just math it out later. Or maybe tomorrow. Hey, that was nice. That was almost nice, but the stupid thing had to get me. Momo got me with her stupid thing, chat. You don't have them? Okay. Do you have any specific thing you do in phase 2 to break Momo's petals? Or is it just regular shots, hope for the best? Or do they just happen to line up? So that would be sick. How is that 2 petals? Okay, that's the actual downside of the no focus, that I can't aim as precisely. That sucks. I guess I need to like read the left side spawn or something. No, but the left side spawn always tries to be away from me, so I guess I just have to wait for it to pass and then try and deal with this, which I suppose can kind of work. Oh, why is it another top one? Regular shots, the other line up exactly. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, so I guess the plan is get rid of one out of these first 2. Oh, oh, wait, what? Oh, you can't stand still against... I was sure you could stand still in, like, the safe areas of the sprays. But, clearly that doesn't work. Yeah, this start is really annoying, actually. Let this happen, then I have to, like, go down here. Do that. This is not gonna work, obviously. Yeah, I could probably use a bit more fire rate. I'm probably gonna try and make double time work. It's a bit annoying. I used to be great at no focus movement, but not anymore. I've become hopelessly dependent on the focus. I was not supposed to shoot the charge shot there. I am stupid. I am big dumb. So do this. Oh, that didn't hit me. That did. Now I'm trying to think if it's maybe possible if you do it just right to get both of the starting spawns before anything else appears, but that doesn't seem super likely. Oh my god, how did I break 2 again? Now, how do we work Boundless into this? You think we could do something with Link Synapse? That'd be cursed. But could technically work to do something. Well, that's a dog shit spawn. Link Synapse could be good to like deal with the left side spawns ahead of time. Except it's absolutely totally not gonna work. Why? It's just blocking everything. Me playing Slay the Spire 2 as the Silent and gaining a bunch of extra dexterity with several copies of Footwork, as well as the Rainbow Bracelet. How do y'all feel about Rainbow Bracelet? I feel like it's really good, but I could be wrong. I haven't made it to particularly high ascensions yet. My highest ascension is, I think 4. On the Silent, of course. They should have called her the Soylent. Said no one ever. So I don't know what kind of joke I was trying to make there. There's a joke there about Soylent. And about like talking with an Australian dialect? What time is it right now? It's Tuesday? Almost 8. Trying to think if there's anything I feel like doing. I think I'm gonna end stream here. Clearly I have to do runs off stream to have more success. I am going to change the build over time, methinks. And just kind of try and learn how to use and not use focus. I mean, I did it against Molten, right? I was already building the habit of not pressing the focus key. So, it's probably not that hard to do like a conditional focus thing where I use focus to line myself up and then release it to fire the shots. It's kind of weird. I'm probably going to be able to get used to it, but it's kind of a weird concept to like be holding a charge shot, get into position using focus, and then release focus, press charge switch to cancel the charge, and then just sit still and like take my hands off the keyboard basically while just shooting at the thing. And then once it breaks, or once I decide that I need to move, I have to press charge and then I can start moving. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, but I think I can learn it. I'll be honest, it wasn't as terrible as I thought. I mean, it's pretty terrible. But I also feel like it's a little less about dodging and more so about like planning. Like I said, it's all about macro. And like finding the right spots to stand and shooting the things at the correct time. Oh, it's gonna be whack. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good day, everybody. Shy Leela YouTube upload is coming soon. I'm gonna see if the commentary I did during this stream was good. If I want to put that up on YouTube, or if I just put it up without commentary. Because there's really not that much to talk about, if I'm gonna be honest. I guess maybe explaining the panic warp at the end, but I can do that with text. Actually, I already did explain it in one of the other Shy Leela uploads I did, so it'll probably be fine. I'm actually leaving now. I'm gonna have a sweet snack. I also wanted to take out the trash today, so I'm gonna do that. Bye, 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 bye.